Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Gananam Tva Ganapatigam Havamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashrinvanno Divisi Dasadanam Mahaganapataye Namaha Prano Devi Saraswati Vajabhirvajinivati Dhinam Vitriyavatu Vagdevyai Namaha Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Om Namah Pranavartaya Shuddhajnanaikamurtaye Nirmalaya Prashantaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Om Stapakaya Cha Dharmasya Sarvadharmaswarupine Avatara Varishtaya Ramakrishnaya Te Namaha Jananim Saradam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Sritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu Namah Shriyati Rajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukaswarupaya Swamine Tapaharine Yairime Gurubhih Purvam Padavakya Pramanataha Vyakhyata Sarva Vedantaha Tanityam Pranatosmyaham Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpadam Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badharayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantav Punah Punaha Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya Vyasa Rupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahma Nidhaye Vasishtaya Namo Namaha Kalindi Fulla Kamale Madhavena Kridarata Brahmananda Namastubhyam Sadguru Lokanayaka Atmavare Drashtavyaha Iti Shaastrene Vistharitam Jnanam. Vedanta Pramanam reveals Atmanaha Brahmatvam, infinitude of oneself, as the fact. So, whether it is dependable knowledge, valid knowledge is the question, for which we have to find out whether the instrument of knowledge, namely Vedanta, is a valid source of knowledge. In the last class, we have analyzed various sources of knowledge, various means of knowledge, various instruments of knowledge which are useful in our life. Pratyaksha Pramanam, which is available with all living beings, helps us to know the Pratyaksha Vastu. Whatever is available in front of us can be known by Pratyaksham. Prati Aksham. That which is available in front of you is called Pratyaksham. To know that whatever helps is called Pratyaksha Praman. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, all the 5 elements are available to know that these 5 types of Pramanam, sensory perception. Then keeping them as the main source of knowledge, primary source of knowledge, we can have another 5 knowledge which can be classified as secondary sources of knowledge: Anumanam, Arthapatti, Upamanam, Anupalabdhi and Laukika Shabda. Anumana means inference, Arthapatti means postulation, Upamana means illustration, and Anupalabdhi means non-cognition, absence of something, knowing something which is absent. Then through Shabda, we come to know certain things. All the books written in the world is Shaastrapramaanam. But these 5, Anumanam, Arthapatti, Upamanam and Anupalabdhi and Shabda, are secondary sources of knowledge because it is dealing with Paroksha Vastu. Pratyaksha Pramanam deals with Pratyaksha Vastu. Anumanam, Upamanam, Anupalabdhi, Arthapatti, Shabda deals with Paroksha Vastu. It is not available immediately for you. It is available somewhere else, but it is available. There are certain things, Nitya Paroksham, Swarga, Ishvara, Naraka, these are all Nitya Paroksham. You can never come across them in this body. Temporary Paroksham you can come across, like Kailash Manasarovar. You can go and verify. Parvataha Vanniman, you can go and verify whether the mountain is with fire. Understand? When you gain that knowledge, it is Paroksham, but you can go and verify, then it becomes Pratyaksham. 3 words you have to remember. Pratyaksham means immediate perception, direct perception. Paroksham means indirect perception. Nitya Paroksham means can never you can perceive. Then how can we say that it is there? Since you cannot deny it, you can accept it as it may be there. And you have an option to believe it or not. That is called Nitya Paroksha. That is why always religious quarrels are there. All religious quarrels are because of this Nitya Paroksha. Swarga is there. In Swarga, God is there. God in heaven. God in Vaikunta. God in Shivaloka. Punarjanma is there. Some scriptures say, religious scriptures say, some say, no, we don't have. So like that, you can choose to believe it or you can choose to not believe it, but you can never prove it is wrong or right. Therefore, it is called Nitya Paroksham. What is the source of knowledge here for Nitya Paroksham? Veda Purva Bhaga Shabda, Karma Kanda Shabda. Understand? Veda Purva Bhaga Shabda, Karma Kanda Shabda. So, Pratyaksham through sense organs, Paroksham through inference, etc. Then Nitya Paroksham through Veda Purva Bhaga. Nitya Pratyaksham one is there. Your own thoughts. Kama Krodhati Manovikaraha. Yesterday I told na? That is known by Sakshi Pratyaksham. Understood? Whether it is available for others or not, it is available for you. Therefore, it is Pratyaksham. Since it is not available for others, it is called a Sakshi Pratyaksham. Therefore, it is Nitya Pratyaksham. In all these 4 categories, the Pramata is not there. All are objects of perception. Now, you have to remember whether it is Pratyaksham or Nitya Pratyaksham. Whether it is Paroksham or Nitya Paroksham, all of them are objects of knowledge. That's why Yamadharmaraja says, Paranchikani Vedrinat Swayambhu Tasmat Parang Pashyati Na Antaratman. The knower knows every blessed thing in the creation except the knower. The subject of the knowledge knows all the possible objects of knowledge. Understood? So what about the Surga and other? That also object of knowledge. What about Ishvara? That also object of knowledge. Because the knower is different from the knowing object. Drigeva natu drishyate. Drig means knower, seer. Seer is not available in the seen object. Do you accept? Seer is not available in the seen object. The seer is not available in the seen dog. Do you accept? The seer, human being, is not available in the seen dog. Correct? By seeing a dog, the seer cannot know what is the color of his body. He can know the color of the dog body, but not his. Understand? So the seer is always different from the seen. Therefore, all these 12 pramanas, 5 pratyaksha pramanani, 5 paroksha vishaya pramanani, 1 nitya pratyaksha pramanam called sakshi pratyaksham, 1 nitya paroksham called veda purva bhaga. Understood? 12 don't have any place to know myself. And all of them confirm that I am a limited entity. I am in trouble. I am going to die. I require so many things to fulfill myself. I don't know much things. These are all the pramanas confirm my limitations. None of them can reveal my Purnatvam. Understood? So therefore there is a need for some other pramanam, whether I am finite or infinite. Whether I am lacking entity, small entity, insignificant entity, or I am fulfilled entity, infinite entity. So Atmanaha Brahmatvam is truth or not? How can I know? So Vedanta says, yes, what I say about you is a factual thing, is a truthful one. How you say that it is truthful one? Then Vedanta asks, how you accepted all other knowledge as a truthful one? So we say, it fulfilled the criteria for a pramanam. What are the criteria? 3 criteria. Anadhigatattvam, abhaditatvam, arthavatvam. Anadhigata, abhadita, arthavate, jnana bodhakatvat, sarve pramanani, pramanyatvam bhavati. One cannot substitute the another. So therefore, all the 12 pramanas are valid. One cannot reveal what other pramanam reveals. One cannot contradict what other pramanam gives. So therefore, all the 12 pramanas, for your memory, 5 pratyaksha, 5 inferences, 1 sakshi pratyaksham, 1 vaidika karma kanda shabda. All the 12 pramana have established themselves as valid source of knowledge because they have fulfilled the criteria called anadhigatattvam, abhaditatvam, arthavatvam. Unique knowledge it should be, Unnegatable knowledge it should be, useful knowledge it should be. Understood? So Vedanta says, I also fulfill all these criteria. How? Veda Purva Bhaga says, Putra Kamaha Putra Kameshtya Yajete. Swarga Kamaha Rajasuyena Yajete. If you are a Putra Kamaha, if you want to be a father of a son, then do this Putra Kameshti Yaga, you will get a son. So first thing is, I should accept this as a valid statement. Then I should be in a need of getting a child. If I already have 15 children, so there is no question of Putra Kamatva. It is invalid statement for me as far as myself. Correct? So if I have the desire to get that result, and if I accept the Veda as Pramanam, then if I accept the connection between doing this particular yaga and getting the child, then only I will do. Similarly, if I accept Veda Purvabhaga as the Pramanam and accept Swarga's existence and have a desire to go to Swarga, then accept the relation between doing this particular Rajasuya Yaga and getting the Swargavasa, then only I will proceed. Correct? If I am Moksha Kamaha, then what should I do? If I am Moksha Kamaha, Putra Kamaha, Putra Eshtyaga, Swarga Kamaha, Rajasuya Yaga, Moksha Kamaha Chet, Atmavare, Drashtavyaha, Protavyo, Mantavyo, Nidhityasitavyaha. If you are a Moksha Kamaha, what you should do? You should not do any yaga yajna. Shrotavyo, Mantavyo, Nidhityasitavya. Understood? So, Tad Vijnanartham Sa Gurum Yeva Abhigachet. For Swarga Kama, Gurum Yeva Abhigachet is not told. Rajasuyene Yajete. For Atma Kamaha or Moksha Kamaha, Sa Gurum Eva Abhigachet Tad Vijnanartham. So, now the question is whether the Vedanta fulfills all the three criteria. First criteria is Anadhigatatvam. No other source of knowledge can reveal this infinite nature about myself. All sense organs cannot reveal my real nature as infinite. They fail. They always say that I am finite only. And Anumanadi, Arthapatti, Pramanani also fail because they depend upon sense organs to function. Understood? They are secondary source of knowledge. So when primary source itself fails in revealing me, where is the question of secondary source revealing me? And Sakshi Pratyaksham, which happened to be the mind, that also says what? You are idiot, you are fool, you are confused, you are a desirer, you are kami, krodhi. This only it says. That is why Shaastrapramaanam says, never go and sit under a tree and ask who am I. Never go and sit under a tree and try to find out truth about yourself. You will get only confused answer only. Because your mind cannot be a teacher for you. There must be a relevant pramana. My Acharya used to say, you want to know what is that departure timing of a particular train. What should you do? You should approach a relevant source of knowledge to know what is the departure time of the train. What are the relevant sources of knowledge? Either Shabda, book form, train timetable, or Pratyaksha, the enquiry wala who is sitting in the railway station. Instead of that, you go and sit in meditation and ask, what is the train time? What is the train time? What is the train time? What will happen? Train will go in spite of your sitting in the platform. So, every knowledge has relevant source. So, here the knowledge which is in question is what? Whether I am finite or infinite. Whether my infinitude is a reality or not. Understand? So, none other pramana can reveal this except Vedanta Pramanam. Vedanta Pramanam repeatedly says, you are infinite, you are infinite, you are infinite. So, Anadigadatvam it is called. Then next is Abadidatvam. Unnegatable it should be. Whatever is revealed should be unnegatable. Other pramana should not negate this pramana. So we take all these 12 and see, apply whether it can negate. Pancha pratyakshani pramanani cannot negate because its field of action is Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha. Not about the substance. It's all properties. Shabda is a property. Rupa is a property. It's all about properties. Gunaha they call it. Natu vastu. It deals with gunaha, attributes. It can say it is black cloth, that's all. Blackness also is an attribute. Cloth also is an attribute. There is nothing called cloth. You probe into it, you find that it is a yarn. You probe into it, you find that it is cotton. You probe into it still, then you find that it is a product of a tree or a plant. What it is actually, nobody knows. So only properties can be known by pratyaksham. So it has no operation in the field of Atmanaha Brahmatva. Similarly, secondary sources of knowledge, Anumanadi also rejectable. Similarly, ignorant mind, confused mind, which happen to be Sakshi Pratyaksham, that also negatable. Then Veda Purva Bhaga doesn't enter at all. Because it talks about Nitya Paroksham. Ishvara, Punya, Karma, it's all Nitya Paroksham. No, Swami, I saw Bhagavan in front of you. Vedanta says, you saw, then it is not Bhagavan. E chakshusha na pashyati, yena chakshugumshi pashyati, tadeva brahmatvam vidhi, nedam yedidam upasate. The Atmanaha Brahmatvam which I am talking is not available for any seeing, any mystical vision or any vertical perception. Understood? What you saw is different. What I am talking about is different. What Vedanta talks, other Pramana cannot talk. They cannot enter the field. So they cannot negate also. I told you na. Eyes cannot negate ears, ears cannot negate nose, nose cannot negate your Sakshi Pratyaksham cannot negate your inference. Like that, each one deals with is separate. Therefore, second criterion called Abaditvam also is established. It is Swataha Pramanam Satyam. What is the definition for Satyam? Trikale Abhi Abadidam Satyam. Trikale Abhi Tishtati iti Satyam. A person jumps and cries, oh my God, snake, like that. So his friend goes and verifies and finds only it is a rope. So his perception of seeing a snake is not a satyam. It is deniable, baditam, negatable. So whatever is unnegatable is called a satyam, and my purnatvam can never be negated by any pramanam. I am infinite is a statement. You try to negate. We will come across lot of Purva Pakshas. How can I be infinite? I am Alpaha. I am Jivaha. I am Doshi, Kami, Krodhi. Bhagavan is Ananta Kalyana Guna Nilayaha, Amritaha, like that. People argue, but Vedanta says, whatever you say, you cannot negate what I say. But I can negate what you say. When you say, I am Doshi is the fact, you are talking about my mental condition. I am Alpaha when you say, you are talking about my physical condition. I am Ajnaha when you tell, you are talking about my intellectual condition. I am neither the body, nor the mind, nor the intellect. You prove that I am body, then I will accept I am Mritaha. You prove. Yes, your body only. Your body only. How can you say I am body? How can you say I am body? You have body, therefore you are body. Vedanta says, I have body, therefore only I am not body. I have dog, therefore I am not dog. Oh, whatever you have, you are not. What you have, you are not. Then they go for another trial. Experience as the criterion for truth. Here, the Vedantin pointed out Nityatvam as the criterion for truth. What is truth? Trikale api tishtati. Abhaditatvam is the truth. But all don't accept this criterion also. They say, if you have, that is the criterion for truth. So they told like this, you have body, therefore you are body. Then you experience body, therefore you are body. They say. Vedanta says, Arey, I experience body, therefore only I am different from body, the experiencer. Body is experienced. I experience a dog, therefore only I am not dog. Understood? So you can never prove that I am body. When you say I have body, therefore I am body, I negate it. When you say I experience body, therefore I am body, I negate it. When you say this body is useful, therefore I am body, I negate it. It is useful for whom? Another person is there. I am that person. Understood? I am that person. User, I am. Seer, I am. Experiencer, I am. Possessor, I am. Not the possessed, experienced, used object. Understood? So, Abhaditatvam is established by Satyatvam about my nature. Therefore only this knowledge is very useful for me. Because the moment I know I am neither this body, mind or intellect complex, nor its properties, I am immediately free. By knowledge, I need not gain anything. Unlike other gaining, this gain is just by knowledge. Gaining of Swarga is not by gaining the Swarga Jnanam. After gaining Swarga Jnanam, you should desire for Swarga, then you should prepare all the samagris to do that puja, then you have to do that puja, then you have to wait for the puja phalam. What is the puja phalam? First phalam, you should die. Then only puja phalam starts. Similarly, all other pursuits, all pursuits in human life has to be followed by knowledge about that pursuit. Pursuit of money should be followed by knowledge about that money, value of money. Understood? Pursuit of character should be followed by knowledge about the value of that character. So anything, just by knowing you don't get. Just by knowing yogasanas, you don't get health. You have to do. Karma tantram. All pursuits are not jnana tantram alone, it is karma tantram also. Then only result. That result is different from you, the bhokta, and it comes in time and some avastha. So get the surga phalam, what avastha you should get? You should die first. This physical body should not be there. Then only you will get surgavasa. No, Arjuna went there. Dasharatha went to Surga. Yes, he can go if they invite. Not as a Surgavasi. Understood? Not as a Surgavasi. If they bless you, they can take you from this Bhuloka to that Loka through their power of blessing. Not because of your pursuit. Understood? If they ask me to go, come, you can go there. And they will not keep you also. They will send back you. However much you are close. Understood? Vedanta Shastram is like a mirror which shows the beauty of your eyes. Can you say that I don't want to know the beauty of my eyes? Arey, all beauties are seen by your eyes. Will you not be interested to see the beauty of your eyes? There are people who don't want to see their beauty, they want to see beauty of other things only. If they say, yes, we don't want, Dirgha Ishman Bhava. If you are interested in seeing, that's what, Moksha Kamaha Chet, Vedanta Pramanam. Swarga Kamaha Chet, Veda Karma Kanda Shabda Pramanam. Artha Kamaha Chet, Pratyaksha Pramanam. Understood? So, what you want determines the selection of Pramanam. If you want to enjoy the taste, you cannot select Shabda Pramanam. Nor you can select Sakshi Pratyaksham. Nor you can select inference. It is like keeping a laddu and it must be tasty. Maybe tasty because that book it was written. Like that, so many years you come and sit and talk. Nothing happens. Only you have to select the relevant Pramanam. Understood? So, Pramanam is selected by Icha. Understood? Pramanam is selected by Icha. I want this, therefore I select that Pramanam. I want to taste this laddu. Out of 13, I have to put tick for only one. Understood? I want to see the beauty of that photograph. I have to tick one Pramanam as valid source. Understood? So, it is called Vastu Tantra. The Vastu determines the selection of Pramanam. Whether Chakshu Pramanam has to be selected or not, who determines? Whether you have a wish to know about that Rupa. Understood? So, Atma Kamaha Chet, Vedantam Pramanam Abhigachet, Sadgurum Yeva Abhigachet, Tad Vijnanartham. So all the 13 pramanas are available for humanity under his wish. He can use it or he can deny its utility. Like Gandhari, who denied the utility of Chakshu, lost that particular knowledge in her life. People, Nastikas, who deny the validity of Veda, lose the knowledge about those things. If you deny the validity of Vedanta, you are going to lose the knowledge about yourself. I have nothing to say. There are some people who tie their mouth. Okay, it is your life. Bhagavan has given all these things. Whether to use it or not, it's yours. But you can never say that what I use is useless. Understood? It is like a blind man coming and telling, what you fellows are talking? There is nothing called Rupa, nothing called beauty. Everything is dark only. What you are talking about colors, white, blue, what does it mean? Nothing called white color. So what you will tell? You will sympathize with that person because he is devoid of that facility. Similarly, when somebody says there is no God, we sympathize with that fellow. Arey, you cannot prove it, there is no God. I am not infinite. When you say, I sympathize with you. Understood? Now, Shastram is Pramanam. This is called Shastra Shraddha. Like the Shraddha, Shraddha means what? Not faith, not belief. Shraddha means knowledge. Shraddha means knowledge about the Pramanam. Understood? What is the meaning of Shraddha? Knowledge about the instrument of knowledge is called Shraddha. Knowledge about the instrument of knowledge is called Shraddha. The knowledge that eyes are valid instrument of knowledge in knowing knowledge about the forms and colors is called knowledge. Shraddha in eyes. You don't question the eyes validity because you have Shraddha. Is this Shraddha belief? No, I believe my eyes won't deceive me. Do you say? I believe my tongue doesn't deceive me. Do you say? No, I have faith in my tongue. Do you say? I know that my tongue is right. I know my eyes are right. I know my ears are right. Valid. Right means what? Valid. Somebody is asked in a court, how you know? Sir, I saw. I saw means what? Seeing is equal to knowledge. How seeing is knowledge? Because the instrument of knowledge is valid. I heard. How you know that it is poison? Sir, I tasted. Understood? That means what? The validity of knowledge depends upon the validity of instrument of knowledge. Again, the validity of instrument of knowledge depends upon the Shraddha in that instrument. After seeing a black cloth, nobody goes for verification and ask anyone whether it is black or not. But in spiritual life, people go for verification. Why? Because this problem, Shraddha is in trouble. Shastra Shraddha is in trouble. Once you know that your Pramanam is valid, that is the final, over. Game is over. That's why Bhagavan said in Gita, Shraddhavan Jnanam Labhate. Over. Game, entire game is over. Shraddhavan Labhate Jnanam. That it is valid source of knowledge. What Vedanta revealed is valid source of knowledge. If I have this Shraddha, whether I understand or not, I am free. It is like accepting mother's words in the pursuit of knowledge. Who is my father? I accept my mother's words as the final word. Understood? Now the question comes. Vedanta, you are talking about Vedanta Shabda. It is available in the book form. Does the book come and say you are Muktaha, you are Nityaha, you are Shuddhaha? No. There is another person who handles this Shabda. So Shastra Shraddha means Acharya Vakya Shraddha. Veda doesn't come and say that you are Nitya Muktaha. Vedanta doesn't come and say that you are Nitya Muktaha. That Vedanta comes and says that you are Nitya Muktaha through a human being, Acharya, who happened to be a teacher. So that's why Tad Vijnanartham Sa Vedanta Shastram Abhigachet. No. It doesn't say. Tad Vijnanartham Sa Gurum Eva Abhigachet. Because Shabda has to be handled properly. Who will handle this Shabda? Whoever gained knowledge through Shabda will handle. See, many Shabda comes to our ears, but we don't gain knowledge by that. Understand? Suppose you and your Chinese friend are sitting in front of the TV. That fellow puts a Chinese channel. Both of you, your ears hear kyang, guang, kam, gain, gain, going, gain. But your Chinese friend reacts, responds, feels happy. Then you are seeing, arey, same sound I am hearing, but nothing happened in my mind. And many things happen in your mind. Because that Shabda has validity in that mind. It is a trained mind for the Shabda. So, in spite of hearing Tattvamasi, 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 Tattvamasi 100 years, you don't gain any knowledge. Aham Brahmasmi, you do japa, nothing happens. Nothing happens. Soham, Soham, Soham. My Acharya used to say, the Soham, Soham becomes Shokam, 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 because Sasha is not there in Tamil. Soham, Soham means Saha Aham. Soham, Soham, I am he, I am he, I am he. So this fellow starts repeating it. Soham, Soham, Soham. Then finally it becomes Shokam, Shokam, Shokam. Ha becomes Ka in Tamil. Nothing happens. So when we say Vedanta Pramanam means Vedanta Shabda Pramanam handled by a competent teacher who can reveal what can never be revealed by words. That is another problem. This first person singular cannot be revealed at all, actually. Because anything is revealed is an object of revelation. Anything revealed is an object of revelation. It comes under definition. And you are trying to reveal infinite as a definition. Is it possible? Anything is revealed to a first person singular. This is cat. This is fire. This is God. This is Swarga. This is Punya. These are all third person singular. Revealed to first person singular. Okay? Understood? How to reveal the first person singular to the first person singular? How to reveal the nature of the knower to the knower? Nature of an object can be revealed to the knower. In that object list, even Ishvara comes. So, Vijñātāram are kena vijaniyāt. One who knows everything, how that entity can be known by something? You understand the problem of Vedanta Pramanam? All other Pramanas are straight. Very straight. Because you are different, nowhere. And anything is revealed is knowable or unknowable, known or unknown. Correct? Knowable, unknowable in this human body. Swarga is unknowable in this human body. Understood? Knowable. Idli, knowable. Known. Same idli, known. Unknown, pizza. What it is? Like Uttapam, it appears. First time when you see pizza, what it is we call. Yeah, so many things, what it is, like that we say. In spite of seeing it, what it is we say. Correct? That is unknown. So unknown, unknowable, known, knowable. Where is the knower in this category? So you put in the knower also in that object of knowledge, then who is the knower? So the knower can never be known. The seer can never be seen. The perceiver can never be perceived. If you say the perceiver is perceived, to perceive the perceiver, you need one more perceiver. So it's a big problem. All other Pramanas don't have this problem. They come, reveal an object to a subject and go away. But here, the subject has to be revealed to the subject. When it revealed with a definition, the subject becomes object, then where is the question of subject? Therefore, yeto vacho nivartante apra apya manasa saha. You can never reveal it by through words. What, Swami? Now only you told Vedanta Shabda Pramanam reveals Atma. Now you say it is not possible to reveal that Atma, Atmanaha Brahmatvam by any Shabda. So yeto vacho nivartante apra apya manasa saha. This one statement has created a kshetra called Annamalai, Arunachala. This one statement of Upanishad Vakya has created a kshetra called Arunachala. What is the story of that Arunachala? Brahmaji wanted to see the infinite and went and challenged Vishnu. I am going to find out the infinite. Are you ready? We will have competition. Vishnuji told, no, it is not possible, Pa. That's what Vedanta says. No, I am going to try by karma. So he started trying to measure the infinite by going up. So because of forceful competition, Vishnu also started to measure the infinite by going down. Whether you go up or down, infinite cannot be measured. Why? That which cannot be measured is called infinite. So after going some time above, Brahmaji have found that a flower comes on the way, then it asks, from where you are coming? From the head of the Shiva Bhagavan, Shivji. When you started falling, are so many yugas over? Still long distance there to find out his head. Oh, I am already tired. So can you make a favor to me? Brahmaji asked that flower, Tadampu it is called. You be the witness for my life, that I will declare that I have seen his head. So you tell, yes, I was in the head of the Shiva. So I saw Brahmaji seeing the head of the Shiva. Like that you tell. Flower agreed. So both of them have come down. Then they declared to the Devatas. Audience are Devatas. Competitors are these two. Then Vishnu came out. I told, no, it is not possible. I am tired already. He has taken Varaha Avatara. Then Bhagavan gives a darshan and says, as an Ashariri, hey Brahmaji, four-headed Vala, you told a lie. Therefore, you will not be given any respect or worship in any place. So there is no puja for Brahmaji. A liar cannot be respected. And one who have helped that flower also cannot be useful for my puja. Shiva puja, Tadambu should not be put. So that is a kshetra. It is called Arunachaleshwara, Adimudi Kana, Annamalayar. He has given a form of a fire. Agni Kshetra it is called. So entire mountain. Where is Arunachala? Mountain. Mountain? Yes, mountain also. He can be appear as mountain also. But he is not mountain. He can appear as mountain also. He is not dog, but he can appear as dog also. Understood? So, it is not possible to know the knower. Then how you say that Vedanta is Pramanam? Yes, Vedanta is still Pramanam, even though it is not possible to know the knower. Because if it is handled by a proper person, if the words of Vedanta Shabda are handled by a proper person, then you will understand what he wants to say. Then you understand that you are infinite. Ananya prokte gatihi atra nasti. You cannot go to a bookstall and purchase a Upanishad book and start knowing the knower. If you go to a bookstall, there are lots of books. Printing is there nowadays. In those days it was Karna Parampara. So therefore it was told only to a qualified person, not to a desireful person. There is a difference between desireful person and qualified person. For a qualified person there must be a desire. Then only he can go for it. Desireful person may not have a qualification. So it was given only to the Satpatra. One who can receive it, for him it was given. Because it is completely under the control of Acharya. Now it is under the control of printing press or internet. Browse internet, what is Upanishad? Upanishad like this it will tell. A portion of Veda is called Upanishad and it has so many. So what is the first Upanishad? Ishavasya Upanishad. What is the first mantra? Purnamadaha, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnam Udachyate, Purnasya Purnamadaya, Purnameva Avashishyate. What is the meaning? This is whole, that is whole, from this whole, that whole has come. After coming also, this whole remains as this whole. What do you understand? You don't understand anything. That is why in spite of chanting repeatedly for these Vedic mantras for 12 years during Adhyayana, 12 years children study Veda Parayana. In that Veda Parayana only this statement also comes. Tattvamasi comes, Aham Brahmasmi comes, Natatra Suryo Bhati comes, all Vedanta statement comes in Veda Pramanam, Veda Shraddha only. Na? But it doesn't appear as Pramanam for those Karma Kandins. So Arati time they will tell. Natatra Suryo Bhadina Chandra Tarakam Nema Vidyuto Bhantihi Kutoyam Agnihi Tameva Bhantam Anubhati Sarvam Tasya Bhasa Sarvamidam Vibhati. After finishing this, the uncle, Pujari uncle will come and tell, Arati Edtungo, Tatla Podungo. Take the blessing of the Arati, give your donation. Hare, what mantra you told, you know? The meaning, if you know the meaning of the mantra which you chanted that time, you will never say, give some donation. Because the mantra says the grandness about the person who is doing arati. It is not the grandness of the Ishara Pratima. Tameva Bantam Anubhati Sarvam. I first, then only everything. And that I happen to be you, Bhagavan. And I am showing light to you, Bhagavan. Therefore, please forgive my ignorance and forgive my mistake. That is the mantra. Tameva Bantam Anubhati Sarvam. You exist in the form of I exist in the form of you, but this Vyavahara called showing Arati to you as a different entity is for Vyavaharartham. This is the understanding of Jnani, but for ignorant person this understanding will not be there. So, Ananya Prokte Gatiratra Nasti. Upanishad says, You don't have any choice than going to a person who is alive, who can handle the shabdas and who can make you to understand without understanding. Na vidmaha, na vijanimaha. That is the teacher words. Na vidmaha. I don't know. Na vijanimaha. I don't know how to teach you also. But come, sit, I will teach you. So teaching without teaching, talking without talking, showing without showing, that is the technique of a Vedanta Pramanam. In Tamil there is a Dakshinamurti Stotra. Those who can understand Tamil, they can enjoy. கல்லாலின் குடையமர்ந்து நான்மறை ஆறு அங்கம் கற்ற கேள்வி வல்லார்கள் நால்வருக்கும் வாக்கிறந்த பூரணமாய் மறைக்கு அப்பாலாய் எல்லாமாய் அல்லதுமாய் இருந்ததனை இருந்தபடி இருந்து காட்டி சொல்லாமல் சொன்னவரை நினையாமல் நினைந்து பவத்தொடக்கை வெல்வாம். Dakshinamurti Bhagavan speaks very loudly without speaking. Maunam, Vyakya. Vyakya is there through Maunam. How it is? How it is? Tad Vijnanartham sa Gurum Eva Apiyate. You have to know, you have to go to the Shastra Acharya. Then only the Vedanta Shabda becomes a valid source of knowledge for you. It is not available naturally for all. Like eyes seeing capacity is available naturally, not for all, at least for majority. Thinking capacity is not available for all naturally. You have to use it. So Arthapatti, Anupalabdhi, Upamanam, these are all you have to use it. Then only it is available, that faculty. Understood? So some sources of knowledge are naturally available, some are not available, some can be developed and gained through your self-effort. But this source of knowledge is available only with Acharya. Even though Shabdas are available in books and other things, but its validity is proved only through an Acharya. Ananya prokte gatihi atra nasti. You cannot say that I am not Brahman because I am the example. I am Alpaha. I am standing in front of you, Swami. You cannot say. The Swami will tell, Are, I am Brahman. I am the proof for it. I am still. Now what you do? So, Ananya prokte gatihi atra nasti. So, it's a beautiful journey of learning wherein you surrender to someone who can handle you. Other knowledge doesn't require this surrender. Other knowledge doesn't require this surrender. You can know physics without surrendering to the physics master. So you can know anything without surrendering to any individual. Here, there is no option. So that is why Vedanta Pramanam is durlabham for many in life. They can surrender to unseen factors because that is not surrendering. So that unseen factor will not come and ask. People say, I surrendered to the Lord. What Lord you surrendered? Will he come and say that I accepted your surrender? And after telling that I surrendered to the Lord, Tanu Manu Dhanu Sabu Kuchi Tera, my Lord, everything is yours. You say, then go for taking insurance policy. Go for depositing FD. What surrender it is? Understand? Because in other things there is no surrender possible and there is no requirement also. Only to gain this knowledge, you need Sharanagatihi. That is why people don't want this. Because I cannot give up myself to another person. Whether he will use me or misuse me, how I know? Vedanta says there is no other way. Even if he kills you, you should accept it and surrender. After surrendering only, you will gain this knowledge. Before giving sannyasa, Swamiji asks, you want to be a disciple of me, so you are going to take sannyasa from me. Do you know what is the meaning of accepting somebody as guru? If I say, jump from this mountain, you should jump. If I say, drown yourself in Ganga, you should drown. If I say, fire yourself, you have to burn in the fire. Are you ready? They told, yes, we are ready. 4 people have taken sannyasa at that moment. All the 4 proved in their life. To one disciple he told, go to Haridwar, never come back to Bengal. Serve the sadhus. Kalyananandji Maharaj, his name was. He served sadhus in Haridwar, carrying patient sadhus on his shoulder for 40 years. Never came back to Bengal. In spite of hearing that Swamiji gave up his body, he did not come to see the body of Swamiji. He told, my Gurudev told, never come back to Bengal. That Sharanagati makes a person a qualified person for this knowledge. Because all other knowledge deals with object. The subject can be safe as is. The knower need not change himself to know anything objects. Understood? A physics student doesn't need to change his character, his thought process to know the physics. He can be a same cantankerous personality and learn the physics. He can be an angry personality and learn mathematics. Understood? So other knowledge doesn't require correction in the knower. This knowledge requires correction in the knower only. Therefore, who has to correct should be accepted by this knower. It is like giving signature to a doctor before operation. A patient gives a signature, acceptance patra it is called. What it is written, you know? Have you ever read it? The anesthesia is going to be given to me. If I come back from anesthesia and if I get rid of this problem, physical problem, the doctor should be congratulated. If I don't come back, doctor is not responsible for that. But we are happy to hand over ourselves, our body to some doctor. But we are not ready to hand over our mind and life to some doctor who can handle this. We are not ready. That is why Vedanta doesn't work. That is why in spite of study of Vedanta for many years and janmas, it doesn't make any sense. Because we have never handed over ourselves. We have never handed over ourselves to the Shaastrapramaanam, nor we have handed over ourselves to a particular individual, Gurudev. So, Vedanta works only when we surrender to a competent teacher. Then the question comes, who is that competent teacher? How to find out him? Very difficult. Who is that competent teacher? How to find out? How I know that he has that knowledge? How a blind man knows that someone is having eyes? I am ignorant. How I know somebody is knowledgeable in that? The Guru Parampara says, yes, you can never know him. But he knows you. If you are qualified, if you are willing, if you are prepared, he will come to you. How can he come? He will be sent to you. By whom? By Ishvara. Ishvara anugrahadeva pumsam pumsatvam mahapurusha samshayaha mumukshutvam. The braveness to go for this pursuit, the desire to pursue this up to the end, and desire to surrender to a Mahapurusha who can reveal this. These are all because of Ishvara Anugraha Deva. How this Ishvara Anugraha comes to me alone? Because you have done a lot of punya karmas in the form of pujas, yagas, yajnas, japas, mantras, like that. So if you qualify yourself as a beautiful Veda Purva Bhagi, then you will be qualify yourself as a Veda Anta Bhagi. Purva Bhagi means what? Karma Kandi. If you prepare yourself as a Sadhakaha, as a Karma Kandi, Karma Kandi also requires complete Shraddha. Correct? In the words of, because nothing is visible for him. Punya is not visible, Papa is not visible, Dharma is not visible, Ishvara also is not visible, and connection between this puja and the result is not visible, Surga is not visible, Naraka, nothing is visible. A simple Shraddha, which is in the form of knowledge. Shastra is Pramanam, that's knowledge for him. Because of his repeated Punarjanma, he has gained that knowledge. Shastra is Pramanam. Up to that level comes a Sanatana Dharmi. Then after also he stops there, because Shastra is Pramanam. With regard to these things only he stops. With regard to Ishvaratvam, Shastra is Pramanam. With regard to Surga, Surgatvam, Shastra is Pramanam. With regard to utility of Upasana, Japa, Mantra, Puja, Shastra is Pramanam. With regard to my real nature, some say Shastra is not Praman. Understood? So, it's a very subtle, long journey which demands our humility, which demands our Shraddha. Not only for this Pramanam, for any Pramanam to operate, to depend upon that, you need Shraddha, you need humility. You cannot be arrogant and tell to your eyes and say, hey, eyes, see this as white color. You cannot say that. Whatever it says, you have to accept. That's called humility. Understood? When fire is firing, the eyes are showing, hey, don't put your hand. No, who cares for your knowledge? I will put my hand. Put. Burn. So humility is required on the part of the user with regard to the instrument of knowledge. Understood? You cannot be arrogant and use the instrument. Similarly, here also humility. Shraddha, that it is valid. Eyes are valid, ears are valid, nose are valid. The Shraddha is there, na? That also required. So, this is the grand nature of Vedanta Pramanam, wherein only you hand over yourself, you get benefit of this Pramanam. In other Pramanams, you need not hand over yourself. You can hand over your sense organ. You can hand over your mind, not you. So, there is a need for Vedanta Pramanam of Shaastrakarta, who happened to be a teacher. Who taught him? Swami Vivekananda is a teacher. Who taught him? Sri Ramakrishna taught him. Who taught him? Totapuri ji taught him. Who taught him? He came from Shankara Parampara. To Shankara, who taught? Govinda Bhagavad Pada. For Govinda Bhagavad Pada, who taught? Gaudapada. For Gaudapada, who taught? Shukacharya. For Shukacharya, who taught? Vyasacharya. Like that goes on. Then who is the Adi Guru? Bhagavan. Narayanam Padmabhuvam Vasishtam Shaktincha Tatputra Parasharancha Vyasam Shukam Gaudapadam Mahantam Govinda Yogindram Atasya Shishyam Sri Shankaracharyam Atasya Padma. Like that Guru Parampara goes. If it is Vaishnava Parampara. If it is Shaiva Parampara, Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam, Asmadacharya Paryantam. Only 3 steps. Sadashiva, Shankara, my teacher. Because in between so many teachers are there. If I chant all their names, class will not start. So, Parampara is very grand, for which Bhagavan himself, the Ishvaraha himself is the Karta. Shaastrayonihi kaha. Who is the source of this knowledge? Ishvaraha. Asya mahato bhutasya nishvasitam hetat. Rigvedo, Yajurveda, Atharvavedo, Samavedaha. It is like Bhagavan comes and gives you visiting card. I am Bhagavan. I am Bhagavan. A mother introduces herself to child. Only mother can introduce. Child cannot know without the introduction of mother. Correct? So it's a visiting card. Veda is a visiting card. I am Bhagavan. What about me, Bhagavan? You are also Bhagavan. So he keeps the same I am Bhagavan card, visiting card to you also. If you have Shraddha in his words, you keep it. So you can show it to anyone. I am Bhagavan. Out of humility, I am son of Bhagavan. They write. Okay, no problem. I am Dasa of Bhagavan. They write. In that visiting card, you put one like this and son of Dasa. But I am Bhagavan is the visiting card given by the Lord. So, that Vedic mantras, now available only 20,000 mantras. When Vyasacharya compiled those mantras, this Veda Pramanam is segregated as 4 Vedas: Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharva Veda. Rig Veda is in the metrical format, mantra format. Yajurveda is in prose form. Samaveda is in musical form. Atharva Veda consists all the 3 mantras. When Vyasacharya composed this, because he came to know Kali Yuga is coming, fellows are not going to be Karna Parampara, because it requires a lot of maturity in your memory power and tapasya. So people are going to seek the help of books and other things, written format. They will be lethargic, so they let me put it in words, in book format. So Chakshu Parampara it became. Understood? We are Karna Parampara, that's why it is called as Shrutihi. Shruyate iti Shrutihi. You learn only by hearing, not by seeing. So Vyasacharya thought these fellows are losing the capacity, so let me put it in record at least. So when he put that in record, it was 1180 shakas with 1180 Upanishads. But Shankara's time only 7 shakas are. So between Shankara and Vyasacharya it is 3500 years gap. In between Buddhism, Jainism, so many things came. So they contributed for disappearance of this great knowledge source. But still 7 shakas are available, 108 Upanishads are available, among which 10 Upanishads are commented by Shankara. At least 20,000 mantras are there with us. This knowledge doesn't disappear, but the vastness has become less and less. Sakale neha mahata yogo nashta parantapa. By time this Shastra Yoga disappears, again it comes back. Again it comes, because knowledge cannot disappear permanently. When it doesn't have a deserving person, so it appears to be disappearing. When a deserving person comes, it appears again to the world, useful to the world. Understand? So we have established Vedanta Shastram is Pramanam, Anadigadatvat, Abadidatvat, Arthavadatvat, Atmanaha Brahmatva Jnanam. Vedanta Atmanaha Brahmatva Jnanam, Abadidatvat, Anadigadatvat, Arthavatvat, Vedanta Shastram, Pramanam Jeva, Gurumukhena Patyate Chet. If it is revealed through Guru Mukha, then it becomes a Pramanam. So there is again the need of a teacher comes. So who is the teacher who can handle this? What are the quality of the teacher? We will see in the next class. The necessity of a competent teacher can never be denied in our spiritual process. We will see in the next class. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu.
कछु जानत नाही। गुरु कृपांजन मायु मेरे भाई, राम बिना कछु जानत नाही। गुरु कृपांजन अंदर रामा बाहिर रामा, अंदर रामा बाहिर रामा। जहाँ देखो तह राम की रामा, अंदर रामा बाहिर रामा। जहाँ देखो तह राम की रामा, राम ही रामा, राम ही रामा। गुरु कृपांजन मायु मेरे भाई, राम बिना कछु जानत नाही। गुरु कृपांजन जागत रामा सोवत रामा, जागत रामा सोवत रामा। सपने में देखो राजा रामा, जागत रामा सोवत रामा। सपने में देखो राजा रामा, राजा रामा, राजा रामा। गुरु कृपांजन मायु मेरे भाई, राम बिना कछु जानत नाही। गुरु कृपांजन एका जनार्दनी भावहीनी का, एका जनार्दनी भावहीनी का। जो देखो सो राम सरीखा, एका जनार्दनी भावहीनी का। जो देखो सो राम सरीखा, राम सरीखा, राम सरीखा। गुरु कृपांजन मायु मेरे भाई, राम बिना कछु जानत नाही। गुरु कृपांजन मायु मेरे भाई, राम बिना